When Bailey and I were house shopping last year, I would get on Zillow pretty frequently and put in all our parameters just to see what was available on the market. We wanted it to be less than $200,000, more than an acre, more than 1,000 square feet of living space. We wanted it to have a garage.
Scraping Ohio's ice off of windshield sucks.
But the market was hot, hotter than a jalapeno in Death Valley during the summer. There was a limited amount of inventory, to say the least. And the houses that did get listed within our parameters got snatched up pretty quick. And for that reason, it was pretty tempting to raise our max price a little bit. Okay, closer to $250,000. I mean, we were approved for a loan that was higher than that. So why keep our max price low? We kept it low because of a home buying guideline that we wanted to follow. What's the guideline and how does it determine how much house you can afford? We'll get into that right now, so hit that like button and let's get started. Hello there, my name is Caleb and my goal is to teach you financially what you may have not been taught in school. I'm truly honored that you're here. The guideline of home buying is this: only buy a home where the payment is no more than 25% of your take-home pay on a 15-year fixed rate mortgage. Reasons you're wrong and stupid. Number 1. Before you start feverishly typing out a response in the comments, let me just lay out the reasoning for you. Then feel free to respond because I genuinely like to hear from you. First, let's break down this guideline into its separate parts. Part 1. Only buy a home where the payment is no more than 25% of your take-home pay. There are 3 main lines of thinking for percentage. Number 1 is the 28% rule. This states that your mortgage payment shouldn't exceed any more than 28% of your monthly pre-tax paycheck. The mortgage payment being principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. The second is the 35% 45% model. This states that your total monthly debt payments, including your mortgage, shouldn't exceed 35% of your monthly pre-tax paycheck, or shouldn't exceed more than 45% of your monthly post-tax paycheck. And the third is the 25% rule. This, like I've mentioned, states that your mortgage shouldn't exceed 25% of your take-home pay. Now, I like the 25% rule because in most cases, this will be the most financially conservative number for the size of a mortgage payment. I'm not going to pretend like this is easy to do. We live in Central Ohio where real estate is soaring just like every other place. But it's not LA or San Francisco or Southern California in general. Those places are so expensive, I don't even want to guess how much a gallon of chocolate milk will cost. Regardless of where you're looking to purchase a home, go as conservative as you can on your payment. A lot of people buy more house than they need just because the bank or their realtor says that they can afford it. But if you go for something that's a bit more modest, it'll give you a lot more space in your budget. You can pay off your home more quickly if you choose to do so, and you'll have more budget for other areas that you'd like to focus on, like preparing for retirement. Before we get to the length of the loan, we gotta thank our sponsor, Raised Beds. I just built some raised beds for Bailey's in my garden, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. And they were only like $120 for the materials. Now we can grow vegetables in some rich soil and just forget grocery stores altogether.
No. We still have to go to the grocery store.
Oh, that's right. We need meat. Well, at least I'll be able to eat sweet peppers as a snack without having to worry about that $1 price tag. Okay, point 2. Get a mortgage on a 15-year fixed rate loan. By no means does everyone follow this guideline. In fact, the vast majority of homeowners do not. According to Freddie Mac, only 6% of home purchases fit into the 15-year loan category. But the 15-year loan has some pros and cons to it, as does the 30-year loan. First off, the 30-year loan is nice because it has a lower payment. It also has the added benefit of fighting inflation for twice as long because as time progresses, your money loses value but your mortgage doesn't change. So in the future, you're paying the same mortgage with less valuable money. A 15-year loan, on the other hand, will get you out of debt in half the time of a 30-year loan. And it will save you a boatload of money on interest. Let's say you bought a house with a $200,000 loan. At today's rates, you'd be paying just under $40,000 in interest on that property with a 15-year loan. With a 30-year loan, that same property would cost over $110,000 in interest. That's 175% more in interest for the same loan over 15 years. That's why I like the 15-year loan. Now, I know that people will say, Caleb, if I get a 30-year loan, I'll have a lot more flexibility with my money. I can pay it off faster if I want, but if there's ever an emergency, it gives me a lot more space in my budget for it. I do not deny the legitimacy of this argument at all. I love flexibility, but I also know myself, and I know that it's hard to put extra money towards a mortgage when it's not required. There's always other things to put your money towards, and the 15-year loan forces you to pay off that mortgage more quickly. And if you have a fully funded emergency fund, the fear of something going wrong gets much smaller. Listen, it all comes down to discipline. You can pay down a 30-year loan like it's 15, but you have to have the discipline to do it. I mean, mathematically speaking, you're actually more likely to come out on top by getting a 30-year loan and then investing the extra cash that you would otherwise put towards a 15-year loan. But you need the discipline to do it. Also, seriously, imagine having your house paid off earlier in your life. No more payments. I cannot wait. I'll let you in on a secret. Bailey's and my current crazy goal is to have this this house paid off by the time I turned 30, which gives us 4 years, less than 4 years. Oh, here's a bonus. If you can, put down 20% on your house. It'll mean avoiding that extra private mortgage insurance on your payment, which does literally nothing for you and only insures the lender against you not paying your mortgage. It might save you a whole 1% of your loan's value per year. Bailey and I probably looked at 15 houses before landing on this one. Sorry, I only have 10 fingers. Many were great, but this was the first one that worked for us because we waited for what we needed and it was the right price. And I'm happy to say that we purchased this home on a 15-year fixed rate loan where our mortgage payment was about 24% of our take-home pay. And we put 20% down so we don't have to pay any of that private mortgage insurance. This is the guideline that I recommend for everyone because we follow it ourselves. It's what Ramsey Solutions recommends, and I think it makes a lot of sense because of everything that I just told you. And to make myself clear, I understand all the arguments for getting a 30-year loan. I'm not in denial about the benefits. And also I understand that not everyone is in the same situation or location. Finances are really hard for a lot of people right now, and real estate prices are up. I just want you to get a house that's a blessing and not a burden. Having said that, if you need help figuring out how much house you can afford, I'd love to help. Just go down to the description down below. And I'd love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and where you're at with your home. Or what do you plan to do when you purchase a home? And while 90% of home buyers get a 30-year loan, only 60% of my viewers are subscribed to my channel. So please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a like if you found that information valuable. And remember, money doesn't have to be confusing. You can control it. My tiny desk and I bid you a good day.